So, you were with T-Mobile with the BlackBerry,
I was, indeed.
and now so with the 2-year contract with AT&T, do you see any problems with that at the moment?
First of all, I don't see any problems with AT&T. Well, the signal-wise, let's talk about signal.
Yeah.
I've noticed that the signal from T-Mobile, who I was on before, was better in my house than on this, the Jesus phone, the J phone. That's the first thing I've noticed. Call quality-wise, a lot of my friends are on T-Mobile, so obviously T-Mobile phone to T-Mobile phone, the audio quality is probably going to be better because it's the same network. But I've heard that it sounds just as good. So you know, the call quality-wise, it seems to be okay. I wouldn't say it's bad. Speakerphone is excellent.
Yeah. Because you had called me this morning about it, and the latency is a lot better on that speakerphone than all the other speakerphones.
Than my BlackBerry, yeah. The BlackBerry had the BlackBerry. If you can look on the back here, this cover is kind of broken. It has a big old speaker on the back, very very loud. The BlackBerry speakerphone was pretty good, but I mean, this thing is I think is as good as the BlackBerry that I had.
So with AT&T, which used to be singular, they had rollover minutes. Now with the plan that you have, does that include the rollover minutes? And then your data plan with SMS?
Yeah. As far as plans go, I was on a I've been on T-Mobile for like 5 years or something crazy. So my contract ran out about a couple of years ago, and I never renewed it because why? Because I didn't want to. I don't know why. I'd had some Nokia phones that I liked, and I mean, what they do is they give you, they essentially give you a free phone, and they make you sign another contract. So I didn't have a contract with them, so going to AT&T wasn't a problem. I had something called 3,000 anytime minutes, but they had this kind of weird thing like cricket where you have a certain zone you can use them in, so I didn't have long distance. So essentially I had unlimited minutes on my T-Mobile plan, and I think it was $59 a month, which is really, really good. 3,000 anytime minutes on any other plan would be probably $150 a month or something, or I guess you can get 5,000 for $200 a month. So it's a crazy price. I got the 700 anytime minutes, or what I forget what the plan is. So I got that and the data plan, which is $79 a month. So essentially you're paying, is it 50
and then 20
and then
for the data part.
20 for the data. And I think the data thing is crucial because, I mean, you can sit on the internet all day with this thing. So I think the plan is good. 700 minutes for $50. That's okay. I mean, I don't use it's my phone number is my primary phone that I talk to everybody with, so I may have to watch how many minutes I use, but I mean, what is 700 minutes? That is, I don't even know how many minutes that is a day. How many, is it an hour a day, or?
Probably an hour a day.
I'm sure we'll figure out the math, but so, and you get the rollover.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't have any friends, so no one's going to call me. Now when I get some new friends, I'll have those rollover minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So as far as then, because I used to use Cricket, and they have unlimited everything within a market. Now as far as text messages, with that $20, is that unlimited or 1,000?
You only get 200 text messages, which, if you send a lot of text messages, that sucks. 200 is nothing. And even T-Mobile, I think, only gave me 200. Now if you go over, then the cell phone plans are designed essentially for you to go over, and everybody who's ever known anybody who's ever had a cell phone has known they've got a $500 bill, and that's how these guys, it's how they make the billion-dollar profits. Is because they design these plans. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist here, but they design the plans, like here's 200 anytime minutes, and then you'll go over, and then they just knock you $1 a minute or whatever it is. Sometimes it's only 20 cents a minute. Sometimes. So the 200 texts messages is probably something that if you send a lot of text messages, you pay an extra $10 and I think you can get unlimited text messages. So it really is not that much more. But, you know, 79, 89, that's still a lot to pay for a cell phone. I mean, but, you know, look at a landline. A landline is going to cost you
25, and then you got to get long distance.
Yeah, all that stuff. So
now with the new visual voicemail that AT&T uses, have you seen that yet?
oh yeah, that's
Because I know you showed me what is known as Grand Central, which was bought by Google, and I like it a lot myself because
Right.
anywhere that I'm at
so.
through the internet, does it work so far for you? I think I left you a message.
Oh yeah, it's essentially. This is back up a bit. Grand Central is a service. Is somewhat is a you're assigned a telephone number in your region or any other region, and then when people call that number, you then assign what phone rings, and you can route it. And I think what's his name, David Pogue, did a whole thing on it on the New York Times. And it's just, and it has a feature of it. I mean, it has all these amazing features which no cell phone can actually do. A feature of it is the same functionality, if not better, than this visual voicemail. Essentially, visual voicemail is this is. I don't know whether you can see this here. Let's just get this. This is still recording. Essentially, visual voicemail. All it means is that when someone calls you, there's a list of the people. There's a list of the people who called you, and you can just, you know, go to any of the messages straight away. So in other words, you know, you have Bob, Sue, and Mary. You know, normally you have to fast forward, and it's all done through, you know, the handset, listening to it, and etc. Whereas now I can go straight to, you know, the 5th voicemail and listen to it directly, and I know, okay, I know that, you know, you just called me. I know that the message is just about you coming over, so I can delete that straight away. So that's, I mean, it's a very, very, very useful and somewhat revolutionary feature. There's no other cell phone provider that provides that right now. Having said that, Grand Central, you can get the same functionality. So this functionality is built into the phone as a little application. You would then go to browse through the web and get the same functionality on any, you know, Trio internet-enabled phone, Trio, or, you know, whatever you're using, BlackBerry, and get a similar experience.